So now we know our warm-up. Hopefully we've had a little practice of that and we understand it. We're going to go through our cool down. It is vital that you have a good practice of these and you understand them and you know how to do them correctly before we divulge straight into a full class. These are the most important sections, your warm-up and cool down. So if you know these and you know them well and you understand what areas are supposed to be stretching or working or warming up, then you'll be able to get so much more out of the class. So for the cool down, we're going to pop down onto our bums on the mat. And what we're going to do is take them out quite wide, just however's most comfortable here in this sort of position. So all we're going to do here is stretch the arms right up. Now, I'm going to turn to the side to show you this, as it's really, really important that we work through this in the correct way. You may not be able to do it very well to begin with, but over time you will see a huge difference. And this section is really, really great for the development of the length of the spine and kicking those legs nice and high without moving the body. So I'm going to stretch the arms right up and the elbows are back by my ears. Now, if you were to imagine a Barbie doll, this is how I usually describe it. A Barbie doll cannot round like this to bend over. Her body is stiff and it bends from the hips and the hips only. If you have one at home, go and have a play with it and see how her body moves forwards and backwards. We're going to be that Barbie doll. So we're going to pop those elbows back by the ears and we're just going to hinge forward. So I'm keeping my elbows by my ears and I'm trying to push my chest through as much as possible. Now, you might not be able to go as far as that at all, even if it's a couple of centimetres. But what we're training here is the length through the whole posterior chain. Everything from the back of that head, down the neck, down the spine, down the back of the legs, all the way to the toes. If we've got full length there, that's when we're going to be able to swing our legs nice and high without moving anything else. However, if we need to bend forward like this to be able to stretch the hamstrings, then the minute we try to swing our legs nice and high, this will be what happens. So think about the importance of this. Push the chest through, keep the elbows by the ears, and maybe take a photo today and see over time how this develops. You're going to bring it back up to the top. And you're going to turn towards one leg. I'm going to come back forward now. So we're going to turn towards that one leg and we're going to hinge towards that. Again, we're keeping the same thing. Elbows try and stay back by the ears. We're trying to push the chest forward towards the legs and bring it back up to the top. Relax the shoulders slightly. Turn to the opposite side. Same thing happens. Trying to push the chest through. Keep a nice long spine and bring it back up to the top. We're going to do one more hinge forward here. So you're trying to hinge forward, push the chest, pull the elbows back. And then we're going to pull those toes up towards the ceiling, take hold of the ankles or the legs or the feet, wherever's most comfortable, and trying to keep that chest up nice and tall. Don't want to see any rounding still. We're keeping the chest tall and the long spine, and we're pushing forward. So again, from the side, I just want to make sure you understand this. I'm pushing my chest forward. Even though I'm reaching for those toes, I'm not doing this. I'm pulling that chest forward the whole time. By doing that, we're just lengthening the whole area. Cool, we're going to bring it back up. Now we're going to pop this elbow on the inside of this thigh. And I'm going to push this elbow back towards the back of the room. And then I'm going to push it across slightly. So we should feel a really nice stretch all the way up through this side. Push it back and try and look past that elbow. And you should feel a really nice stretch. We're going to bring it to the opposite side now. Elbow comes in, the other elbow comes back, and you're going to try and look up past it. Perfect. Now we're going to become a ragdoll. So we're going to scoop across. We're going to relax everything. Everything relaxes. You're really heavy. The elbow hits the opposite side, and you're going to scoop that arm back. So that arm's pushing back. We're going to go again. We're a ragdoll. Head comes down. Scoop it across. Elbow hits. Open that right up. Pushing that elbow right back. And try and look past it. We're going to do two more. Scoop across. Really heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. I'm going to flick the hair back. Scoop it back. Look up past that elbow. Really push the elbow back and across. And one more time. You're going to scoop. Nice and heavy. Elbow hits the opposite side and push that arm back and try and look past the elbow. Really good. We're going to bring it back up to the top for one final hinge forward. So hinge that body, try push the chest right through and bring it back up to the top. Now to finish off, you're going to take the feet into a butterfly position. It is not important that the feet are right close to you. To be honest, it's quite important that they're not that close to you. As what we're going to do here now is completely round the body over. So everything I've been telling you not to do, I want you to do now. Round the body over. Hold it here and just try to relax everything. So you're not tensing anything. You're trying to relax. Give the neck a little turn side to side. Try and let those shoulders become heavy. Arms become heavy. And then relax it back up to the top. So that is our cool down. Get yourself familiar with that. Practice those positions, especially that hinge position. The better you are at that, the more you are going to get out of this workout. So get practicing that, and I can't wait for you to start our Irish Barre workouts.